What's up, Game On fans? You know what the problem with doing these videos on your iPhone is? Is that you start recording and then a phone call comes in. And then something else comes in. And then someone knocks on the door. So, believe it or not, this is like the third time I try to do this. I was actually like 4.5 minutes in the last run. And then I realized my phone had a do not disturb. So, that is my attempt right now to do this without a do not disturb. Okay, so I decided to do this little video to tell you guys a little story about something that happened, as well as talk a little bit about the effects of what's going on with the coronavirus and our business and the town. Also answer some questions that you guys have sent me on Instagram after the last video. So let's get to it. Okay, so I was walking out of my store, haven't eaten breakfast. It's 1:54, so let's say it was around 1:20, 1:25. I was gonna walk literally like 30 feet away to there's a Family Dollar, like 3 doors down. Put a sign on the door for the UPS guy to call me, because that's the reason why I'm here, to not miss my shipments. So 9 times out of 10 now, currently, lately, I'm always wearing my mask when I'm outside, just because I don't want to take a risk and bring something home to my family or even get sick myself. But anyhow, so I forgot my mask and I started walking. I got like 20 feet from my store. All of a sudden, from like the other side of the parking lot, I don't know how they spotted me, this SUV comes flying. I was a little spooked because I didn't know whether to be prepared for war or what it was, but it was a cop. There was a bunch of them in the shopping center. It was like 2 regular cars, 3 SUVs, a couple pickup trucks. They were all in unmarked vehicles. And the guy came yelling at me, pointing his finger in the air, and wasn't even gentle or nice about it, but he's like, "You can't be outside. I can give you a ticket. You can't be outside without wearing your mask." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I always have it with me. I don't know how I didn't think about it." So I turned around, literally walked 20 feet, went to my truck, grabbed my mask, put it on, and then walked back to the Family Dollar just to grab a little snack or something, because literally, I mean, I know I'm not starving, but I was pretty hungry. So I get to it was Family Dollar, and there's a humongous sign on the door, which of course I didn't read because I went straight to grab the handle. I opened, and then they all started yelling at me, "Get out, get out, get out, get out." And they go, "You can't read the sign on the door." At this point, I think everybody forgot that we're all human and forgot how to talk to people. I don't understand, because this is a time when we need to all be kind to each other and be grateful for each other and show each other that we appreciate each other. And although they're a big box company, I would think they would have appreciation for a customer, whether I'm going to spend $5 on a snack or $100 on supplies. But anyhow, back to the story. So I read the sign on the door, and the door says, "No entrance without mask and gloves." Now, I get it. That may be a little too much, but people are dying from this virus, so I get it. But not everybody has the ability to have mask and gloves. Like, how do you find it? I mean, I was very, very lucky to have a mask because somebody gave me one. And they're hard to find, and same thing with the gloves, and they're short, they're high in demand in the hospitals and in the medical field. I get it, but this is gonna force a lot of people inside, or is it really? Because people really aren't paying attention and following the rules. I feel like this is a blog, like whatever. So anyhow, I didn't get my snacks. I think I'll be okay. I didn't get them though, because I didn't have gloves. So I was thinking about putting some plastic bags on my hand and then putting some rubber bands, but I think people would have really been freaked out and thought I was sick or something. So I decided not to. So anyways, we're hanging in there. We're surviving. I thought we were going to be doing, things were going to be a little better. I didn't think it was going to get this serious. The store being closed is really impacting us, and our family. We don't have a silver spoon. We created this business from nothing. To those of you who have been in my store and see how much work and love and beauty that we've put into it. We started at the local flea market with 2 kiosks that I converted into 1, and then I entered, a month later expanded, and then a couple months later expanded again, and then the store came from nothing, and it's really impacting us because not having an income is tough. And my wife, she's been a paralegal for over 20 years, and she stopped working as a paralegal to come work in the store full time. So this is what we got. We're also foster parents and have the stress of having the kids home all the time, and it's a stress on me and my wife and the store. It's a lot, and I can imagine that a lot of you guys are going through the same things, and you have your 9-to-5 regular jobs, and not everybody was able to be saved, and their company staying on. And the truth is, there's a crap load of essential businesses out there, non-essential businesses that are still open, and I have mixed feelings about that, because I would really like to be open. I really would. And not because I have the necessity to sell and make money, which is a plus, but because this is what we do. And having the store closed, it has us on a standstill, and our lives are all mixed up. So I'd like to hear from some of you guys that are working in a non-essential business, that are still open. I'd like to hear your point of view on that. Do you want to be working? Or maybe I'm asking the wrong way. Do you feel it's safe for you to be working? And then there's all of you that are in essential businesses. Don't even have to mention, besides the common obvious of the police and the fire department and the nurses and the grocery shop workers and the truck drivers and all of you that are in the essential business. Do you want to be working? Do you feel safe working? I'd love to know what you think. Shoot me a message, comment below. If you want to tell us your point of view and maybe want to be on our next video, or on an interview, let me know. I'm sure there's a lot of people that would like to ask questions. So I get a lot of messages from people asking if their pull list is ready, if they're, this is to my subscribers, if their comic books are in, and the comic books are not in. They're not in my store. They're not in at any of the other comic book shops that that are open or closed. Diamond, which is the only distributor for comic books, they are not sending out shipments until further notice. Marvel and DC have both put a halt on storylines. They were going at one point to do online. Thank God they didn't, because that would have killed the comic book industry even more. They decided to hold off until the retailers are back open. It's hard having a comic book shop business, and not getting the new comics. My wife and I, we originally thought, well, at least, if people will subscribe, then we'll at least have some income coming in from our subscriptions. But now, not even that. So it's a complete standstill. We're working as hard as we can and as fast as we can to get things up on eBay. But it's just 2 of us, and it takes time, and you have to know the right item to put on, and And then, you know, eBay has its challenges as well, because there's fees involved, there's, you know, the shipping involved, and going to the post office, the whole reason why we're closed because of safety. Whatever, that's a story for, or a video and for another time. So I have two questions that were asked to me, that I think I'm gonna answer. The first one is from Diana426. How are you guys surviving the closures? Well, we're surviving. Surviving as in we are alive and healthy. Financially, I mean, it is what it is. We hope that the closures are... Correction. We hope that the coronavirus will be gone soon, and that, you know, the normal that we know now is not here to stay for a long time, so that we can get back to business financially. As for physically, my wife and kids don't leave the house. I'm the only one that leaves the house. And when I do, I try to be as safe and protected as possible. Use hand sanitizer when soap and water is not available. Mask, and doing the best that I can. I recommend you stay home. If they say stay home, stay home. That's the only way that we're going to get done with this quickly. A lot of people in the street are not taking this seriously. And it's going to take, you know, God forbid, somebody passing away in their family for them to be like, oh my God, this is serious. I'm gonna stay inside. So hopefully it doesn't resort to that. That's the best I can answer. David the Hulk, you mentioned you have other businesses. How have you adapted them to deal with COVID? Well, the other businesses, you know, I'm a reseller. And I sell mattresses for a furniture store that we have. I have another little kiosk, but it's like everything else. It's non-essential business. So we're closed. You know, I have customers, people, regulars that send us text messages and messages on OfferUp and things of that nature, and tell us, hey, we're looking for this, we're looking for that. So we try to accommodate and send pictures. I'm willing to do that here for the comic book shop as well. Let me know if you need something. Guys, take this coronavirus serious. If they say stay home, stay home. I know it's nice to have the luxury to come to these stores, but stay home. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a live or another video. We're going to put up some stuff for sale. You can claim them. Send me messages. Let me know what you want. We'll set up curbside pickup or a delivery service so that you can get your goods. Hit us up. Subscribe. We have an eBay, Facebook. Our Facebook is Game On Video Games Miami. Instagram, Game On Miami. Be safe, guys.